Okay, so I'm home alone. I'm bored and I got a lot of makeup. It's Christmas break. So I'm gonna try a pink and blue look. Might not work out well. Pink and blue aren't the best colors for me, but we're gonna try it. So I've already done my eyebrows, as you can see, and now I'm just gonna prime my lids. So to prime my lids, I use whatever concealer I'm using. This is the Black Radiance True Complexion HD Corrector and Concealer. So let's get started. Okay, and then I just take my beauty sponge and I blend it out. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the James Charles palette and my Subculture palette because it has that one blue shade. Don't know if I'm gonna use it, but we'll see. And then of course the James Charles palette because it's rainbow. So I think I'm gonna start with the shade Brother and see how that's working for me. And then I'll come back. Just dropped my palette, but it's fine. Do I want tape? I'm gonna get some tape. Cause here it is. This is just some medical tape that I stole from my mother. And we're just gonna rip it and put it on our eyeballs. And what I do is I line up the edge of the tape with the end of my eyebrow. Okay. Make sure that's sticking. And that's great. Same for the other side. Okay. I know my eyebrows don't look the best, but it's fine. We're just gonna roll with it, you know? Okay, there we go. So, anyway, shade Brother right here. And we're just gonna put that all in our crease. So far, not a tragedy. So, the shade Cola is a little darker, but I don't know if it's gonna be as dark as I want it. I'm gonna try it, and then if it doesn't work out, well, it'll be fine. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. See, to me, blues on my skin, I should probably use a lighter base, but I don't want to look crazy. But blues on my skin, they all look the same tone to me. Okay, then I'm going to take this Anastasia brush and I'm going to take a tiny bit of black from the James Charles palette. I'm going to put it on the very, what is the spot? Like, closer to the middle and also on the outer V. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not as good as I want it to be, but it's not bad. Okay. And now I'm debating on whether I should do like a silvery kind of look for the glitter or a pink for the glitter. because, you know, I could do the silver on the lid and then pink on the lower lash line after I do the rest of my makeup. That's what I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna take the Taking Back to Brazil Rio edition with all the shimmers. And then this shade here kind of has a bluish, greenish kind of hue to it when you shift. So I'm gonna take a little packer brush, and load it. And then I'm gonna take some freaking setting spray, give it a couple spritz. I'm gonna pack it on to my lid and make a half cut crease. Now that's it for the top. I'm gonna do my liner and lashes off camera because that is a process, sis. So see you in a sec. Okay, so lashes are on, and now I'm gonna do the rest of my face. My eye is a bit watery because I accidentally poked myself. So for my face, I have my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation in the shade Walnuts. And I like to use a brush to apply my foundation. I'm already primed up. I do that before my eyebrows. Oop, that's kind of a lot, but I'm gonna start dotting it and gonna place it. Now, I know it may seem a little dark, but my face is pretty light and my neck and my chest are a little bit darker. Okay, and so I'm just gonna start blending that in. My favorite part of makeup, well, my favorite part is actually the eyeshadow because I like being creative. But my second favorite part is the concealer because that's when I really get to brighten up my complexion and I get to start highlighting features and I get to really contour my face. And then my potato turns more into a pretty potato, you know? Do a little here, a little more on my nose, and then a little X on my chin. There we go. That's all of the concealer I use. And then before I start blending out, I get my powder ready. I use the Maybelline Fit Me, and I just tap a tiny bit into the cap because I don't want to look too bright. Then I go and blend my concealer out with a beauty blender. I will start with my chin, and then I'll move on to here. I really make sure to blend it out. Then I go to my forehead. And I really blend. And my nose. Okay. My nose is a little crooked because my line was crooked, but it'll be okay. And then finally my under eyes. What I like to do is I like to raise my mirror. Then I like to look up at the mirror so that I can really get under my eyes. See? And then I blend out the edges. Okay, and then the other side. See? Okay. And when I'm done with that, I take a tapered brush like so. This was actually advertised as a blush brush, but I use it for my under eye powder. I just dip it in, tap off the excess, and then I set my concealer under my eyes. I probably could have blended this out more, but we'll be fine. We'll make do with it. Okay, sometimes I'll need a little bit more. And set that. And then whatever is left of my cap, even though it may not look like anything, I just swirl around, make sure to get in there. And I tap a little on my chin, forehead, and a little down my nose and above my lip as well. Okay. Just gonna do a little more on this side because I feel like my inner corner isn't really set. Okay. And then for the rest of my face, I use a Morphe face powder and a big fluffy brush. I just stipple to set the rest of my face. Oh my god, my eye chooses today of all days to water. And then sometimes if I feel that I brightened too much, I will take my Morphe powder and set my under eyes again just to tone it down a bit. And my forehead. And there goes the tear. And my makeup might as well have not been did at all, you know? But it's fine. Just gonna gently pat with my beauty blender to soak it up. Okay. And now I'm just gonna actually take some more of this powder with the tapered brush and just go over it again to tone it down a bit. Okay. Now that I'm all powdered, I will move on to contour. This is the Morphe Contour little palette, and I don't really use this shimmery shade. Sometimes I'll use it as a highlight, but not always. And then I contour. See, look at that. You can already see potato. And this girl, she's a model. She's a queen, you know? Go right on top of my cheekbone. At least that's what I think flatters me. I do a couple little stipples on my forehead. Like so. And then a little on my jaw. Okay. And then I take some highlights. I will use the James Charles palette again, and I'll use Face. First, I take my setting spray, give myself a couple spritz, and then I will use my highlight brush. I forgot that I had used it to scrape the bottom of the glue for my lashes, but that's fine. And then I'm just gonna gently run it along my cheekbone. Okay, gently along the cheekbone. Gonna do a little more. And then okay. And then we're gonna be finished with that. Now, for the lower lash line, I said I was gonna try blue and pink. So I'm gonna take this little Anastasia brush. I'm gonna take, what is it called? Skip from the James Charles palette. And I'm gonna run it along my lower lash line. You know, just for pop color. See, that's something, you know? I'm just gonna do the same for the other side. Okay. Then maybe I'm gonna take the Take Me Back to Brazil palette again. And on this side right here, this shade actually gives a pinky kind of hue when you shift. So I'm gonna take a pencil brush. Then I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray and use that as the inner corner highlight. See? Very pretty. And then let me just clean this off because it's bothering me. Yes, I do use weave glue for lashes. Don't drag me because it's way stronger than any lash glue I've tried. Okay? Thank you. Anyways, I keep getting distracted. For lip gloss, I don't do lipstick. That's just not my thing. So I use regular lip gloss. This is by NK Makeup, and it's something my friend just bought me. I like it. And I just put on a little bit of gloss. And I'm pretty much done. Okay guys, so here's the final look. And it wasn't until I started editing that I realized I forgot liner and mascara. And here's a close-up of the look. You can see I got a bit carried away with the wing, but that's fine. It's fine, you know? And I hope you guys enjoy. This was my first time doing something like this, and it was just for fun, you know? So, like, subscribe, comment maybe. I don't know. Have a good day.